I'm gonna start by saying this is the video. Well, the casual underscore Audrey person, Stitch to do what it did, whatever. But this is the video I saw and I went to a rabbit hole on like last month. So boom. I fall asleep on my back a lot. I also have sleep paralysis a lot. But I also know how to kind of shake myself out of sleep paralysis. So I'm gonna start there. I'm in a dream. I'm asleep. Me and my best friend, this is my old house, my middle school house. I no longer live there. My middle school house, we are smoking on the stairs, right? There was a window on the stairs. We are smoking the wood on the stairs, right? Now there's a light switch right next to my best friend on the wall. In real life, there's not a light switch there on the stairs. So immediately, it's a dream. But I knew this already. I knew this was a dream. Because I no longer live here. Y'all, this shit is so creepy. But so I don't know if it was getting dark outside. I don't know what the case was, but she tries to turn the light on. She wants to turn the light on. We smoking, talking like regular, like what we would do in real life. So she tries to turn the light on. It's not working. So I say, this part shake me up every time I say it. So she said, why isn't this light working? Or this light not working or something. Like, what? I said, girl, because it's not real. Or girl, because this a dream or something. Y'all, look at my eye. Look at me. Look at them watering up. The look on her fucking face was so fucking scary. Like, I have never seen that look on her face in real life. Like, what the fuck? So, boom. So, immediately once I said that, as she's realizing what I just said, I'm realizing what I just said. And I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to say that. Like, in my head, I'm thinking, normally I would think like this not real. I would never say it. But what I'm saying is this not real, and what I'm thinking is you're not supposed to say that. Creepy. So as all this is happening in a split second, her face changes. She looks pissed off. Like I'm about to kill you. It was scary. Like, it's literally scary how she looked at me. And she looked at me, and then it was like, as she looked at me and her face changed, I just turned around and started running down the stairs. As I'm running, I hear boom, 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 boom. Like she's like dashing behind me, but I'm running full speed. Like, you know how in a dream you're running slow motion? No, I'm running full speed down the stairs. But the stairs are just getting longer and longer. But the further I'm running away, her steps are getting softer, so it sounds like I'm getting further. At the bottom of the stairs, there's a window with blinds. Once I get closer, it's so weird. I fall into that. And guess what I fall into? Fucking sleep paralysis. What? Now, I know what sleep paralysis look like because, like I said, or if I didn't, I don't know. I sleep on my back a lot and I go into sleep paralysis a lot. That started happening about 4 years ago. But I know how to jump up out of it. But this time I'm in this sleep paralysis and I'm looking dead at... Now, mind you, I fell into blinds. So when I wake up in sleep paralysis, I'm looking dead at the blinds that I fell asleep on my back looking at. So I know I'm in my room, but I'm laying here and I can't move. You know how sleep paralysis go. So pretty much my blinds look like they was open. I know for a fact I fell asleep. My room was pitch black. I'm not scared of the dark, none of that. Room was pitch black. My blinds was a little bit open. There was a little bit more daylight, but it's 12 o'clock. Or it was 11 at that point. I'm still fucking... So boom, eventually, so I'm just sitting there trying to fight out of my sleep paralysis like I normally would. So eventually I snap up out of it. Now, my sleep paralysis, once I wake up, I literally like jump up because I've been trying to jump up so hard that when I finally do jump up, it's like I literally sit all the way up. So I finally turn over and I'm up and the tears are rolling like nonstop. I'm startled. I'm not even scared because I remember seeing the other TikTok like that happens. They don't like... I don't know what the fuck those are in the dream because that wasn't my motherfucking best friend. The fuck? I don't know what the heck is in the dream. But when I saw that TikTok and I went in that rabbit hole, I remember everybody saying like, oh, the parties in your dream, they don't like when you know it's a dream. Like, why can everybody else know this is a motherfucking show and I can't? This feel like the motherfucking Truman Show. Ain't that the name of that movie? Why can everybody else know what's going on around in this motherfucker? We rationing this motherfucker? Now, y'all, do you see how shook up I was just trying to tell y'all this? That happened at... Give me a second. I immediately was texting and calling my best friend. I think she's asleep because I was definitely texting and calling her. Not too much on my wig either, because not too much, but That was at 11:22. Y'all, it's 12:25. That was over an hour ago, and I'm still shook up. And every time I tell that part of the story, it just like re-trigger my tears. And I'm not even like emotional, like sad, like scared, crying. I just cannot stop. I think it's just that shit is like startling. But moral of the story, I'm scared to go back to sleep. Cause I'm scared I just unlock some shit. And pray for me.
And ask her if she knew that we were all in my dream. And she was like, yeah.
I very recently had a dream in which I knew I was dreaming, so I went up to one of the people and I was like, hey, is this a dream? And this person was like, well, kind of. To you, it's sort of a dream, but this is actually an alternate reality. And I was like, oh, okay. And she just kept going on and on how some dreams are like normal, but some dreams actually are happening and it's just different universes and this is our way of crossing over. And she just explained all this stuff to me and it freaked me out. It really freaked me out. And I woke up and I kept having those sort of dreams. And how I have normal dreams where like nothing really feels real, but then those dreams where people are like, hey, this is again the alternate reality, welcome back. It feels almost real. I know it's probably my brain being annoying, but it freaks me out. It really freaks me out. So does anyone else have this? Please tell me that it's fake.
All right, another wild dream. This one's a little bit shorter. I come into the dream. This one is very lucid, except for I can't control what I'm doing. I can't control myself, but I am very aware that I'm in a dream. I am very aware that I don't like this situation. I am suspended in the air. It is dark. I can't see anything around me except for what looks like a deck that you would see at a lake. And I am clearly over the water. I can hear voices that are not mine telling me don't go in the water. It's very, very dangerous. I am screaming in my head that I do not want to go in this water. In real life, I am deathly afraid of water. I don't want to be in the ocean. I don't want to be in a lake. I don't want to be in a river. I am afraid of water, especially dark water and the things that are in the water, like giant killer fish and dead bodies. Anyways, in this dream, I am somehow, to my horror, suspended, flying, floating, I don't know, flying over this water. And I am fully aware that I'm about to dive into the water, and I can hear the voices saying, don't go in, don't go in. I don't want to go in, but can't control it, and here I go. Dive down into the water, very, very deep, like ocean, I'm not sure. I can always breathe in the water in my dreams, and I can always see very clearly. But anyways, I'm in the water, and all I see is that I am surrounded by killer whales, and they're very aware that I'm now in the water. Some of them are coming right at me. Some of them just are swimming past me. And I cannot control what's happening. I am just diving into the water. I am kind of like a dolphin coming up out of the water, I guess, and going back down into the water. And I am horrified. It is an absolute fearful nightmare to me. And then I wake up. Can I just sleep? I mean, I can't. I wish I could. But I would really like to just sleep.
Hey guys, so responding to this comment, dreaming about any bodies of water is not a good dream. Whether you're swimming in a boat, treading water, walking in water, or around any lakes or oceans in a dream, it is not a good dream. That usually relates to ties to the marine kingdom, whether it be a contract that you forged through sex outside of marriage or any perversion, masturbation. All those demons that affect you in those instances are water spirits. Homosexuality, water spirit. If you have a spirit spouse, water spirit. And you see like over in Africa and things like that where they do their rituals and things like that. Normally they worship like the Mami Watas. It's a water spirit. So anything pertaining to water is not a good dream. You need to do if you're having dreams of bodies of water, especially in this instance of being a mermaid. Let me tell you something. I don't know, your history, your family history or generational history, but that right there is definitely indication that there is some sort of stronghold between you and the water. So you need to break all generational curses, cancel all contracts that have been made by maybe ancestors or even you through ignorance. If you were doing any sin, sexual sins or anything like that, you need to repent, and you have to close the door. You have to ask God to destroy any contract, disannul any marriages to spirits or demons that you may not have had knowledge of. And again, that's done through sin. So asking God to destroy the contracts, he definitely will. But it's time to get busy. Fasting, prayer, repentance, and rebuking your dreams. When you wake up, you need to rebuke your dreams. And you have to pray and say, God, if the dreams that I had last night, even if you can't recall them, because that is another indication of a spiritual attack. When the enemy comes and scrambles your dreams, and when you wake up, you know you were dreaming, but you can't recall anything. That's an attack. So you have to daily wake up and say, Lord, any dreams that I had last night that were not sent from you, I cancel them, I reject them, I rebuke them in the name of your son, Yeshua. That way, anything that the enemy tries to sow, because keep in mind, the Bible says, as we slept, the enemy came and sowed tares. Okay, so while you're sleeping is when he's doing his sowing into your life. So you have to wake up and rebuke those dreams.
Dream loops are insane. I just had one of the craziest dream loops of 2024. I'm about to tell you the story right now. If you don't know what a dream loop is, basically you're in a dream, you figure out that you're dreaming, you wake up, and you're still in a dream. So you wake up into a dream and you keep doing that over and over and over again. Dream loops are also very common for somebody who lucid dreams, and I am an avid lucid dreamer. Shout out to all the lucid dreamers out there. So my dream loops are basically all the same. I wake up in my room, I start making my way out of my room, and then I notice something that's a little bit off, and I try to escape my dream. I try to wake up, I try to jump out of it. So I wake up and I try to leave my room, and every time I do, I notice something on the wall. It looks like an alarm, like a red alarm. So it's about the fourth time, and I notice this alarm, and I'm like, wait, I'm not gonna go that way that I've been going every single time, because I just wake up and I get back into my dream. So I see a door at the opposite side of the hallway. I run down. First instinct, I kid you not, is to just head smash directly through, jump through the door, and I do it. I pull it off. I smash through and I end up outside. It looks like the downtown of my hometown where I'm at right now. So I'm walking down, I see a couple cars across from me, right over there, and they start speeding towards me. So I head down the alleyway, I take a left, and I jump superhero status up in the air, like 20, 30 feet. I land on top of a building, and I smash down it, and you can see the building, like the top, the roof, like indent in. And I'm like, oh God, I'm a Superman, I'm a superhero, let's go, I got powers. I take off from this building, I jump up, and as I'm coming back down, I land in the ocean. Why is there an ocean right next to town, right next to downtown? You tell me. This is the deep ocean. If you know anything about humans, we do not like the deep ocean. I start plummeting down into the ocean. I'm like, bro, the further I get down, the scarier it feels. I can just feel fear in the back of my mind, in the back of my head. I'm like, no, I gotta get out of here. So I start taking off. I start flying up, and the fear in the back of my mind, I just feel something coming up behind me. I don't know what it is. I don't see it, but it's the deep ocean fear, bro. Before I get to the very top, I wake up. I don't wake up where I've been waking up every single time during this whole dream loop. I wake up somewhere else. I wake up at the bottom of the ocean, and I can see things floating around, huge things, bro. At that point, I'm like, nah, get me out of here. And I wake up. I actually wake up. If you've ever waken up from a dream loop, you're like, am I still in a dream? Is any of this even real?
I have a recurring dream which I've had since I was very young, and it's a dream where I'm underwater and I can breathe underwater. I'm submerged deep underwater, and I panic, and then I start breathing underwater, and a sense of calm floods over me. It's probably about, it's anxiety, I guess. It's about, or calming oneself.
Hey y'all, so I want to tell you about this dream I had. So basically there were people living at the bottom of the ocean, right? So if you would go anywhere near their home, like at the top surface, they was living at the bottom, but if you would go to the top, like right above their home, they will pull you in. So it was like this strong suction. I can't even explain it, but I went right above their home because I was curious. It was like some silver covering, and then it pulled me in so strong to the point where there's no resisting it. The freaking force was so strong, it was nothing like gravity. So it pulled me down, and all I remember was saying to myself, wake up, wake up. So when I woke up, it released me to the top of the ocean, and I woke up. And I'm saying this to say, we don't know what's in that water. Like, we don't know what's down there. We do not, and this is why I'm scared of water. We do not know what is in these waters. We don't know.
I had 2 scary dreams within maybe 2-3 weeks ago. It was my husband was underwater, like the water was above his head, and he was drowning, and I lifted him up. I don't know where I was, but I lifted him up, took him out of the water. Then the same kind of dream, my son was on fire, and I put him out. And I'm like, okay, that's spiritual, that's my husband's drowning, and which we are drowning right now in a lot of problems. And my son, he's an angry one, and I'm like, okay, but why did I have that dream? Like, is it up to me to take my husband out of, like, that's so much work, so much responsibility to do, but nevertheless, I'm praying for them really hard, and I'm doing everything that I can by prayer.